Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you today. So IDDRI is a think tank that is working on making the agreements possible in the climate COPs, and it's really good for us to be able to be partners in the 4,000 initiative. Following the line of what was just said, I would just want to insist on two major elements of the negotiation at COP and the context, in the broader context on the reform of the international financial architecture. The first point is to say I agree that the joint work program on the SBI and Substa within COP is a disappointment, the way that it's not getting forward, including food systems perspective. But I want to stress the fact that we are in a moment where nationally determined contributions are going to be prepared before COP30. Sorry, do I need to go closer? Before COP30 in Brazil. And normally, I think the UN Secretary General is expecting countries to produce new NDCs for a summit early 2025. And if we believe the declaration that was signed by many countries at the beginning of the COP on sustainable agriculture, resilient food systems, and climate action, there is a lot of space to introduce food systems perspective and soils in those NDCs. And these countries have committed to have NDCs aligned with their national biodiversity strategy action plans, the desertification action plans, the adaptation action plans, and to look for consistency across those agencies. I believe this is an opportunity to push in every country the objectives and the possibilities of the 4,000 initiative to have good NDCs as much as possible, at least. The other element that I want to talk about, and it was really important to hear from the World Bank today, is that you know that there is a big shift in the organization of the World Bank, the IMF, to make the World Bank and the multilateral development banks better, bigger, and bolder. So much more money, but a lot of the discussion is, and we at IDDRI push a lot that there is much more money in the system, but then what is the money going to be used for? The report by Amar Bhattacharya, Vera Songwe, and Nick Stern that was presented yesterday, on Monday, sorry, was presenting the very important concept of country platforms, where at national scale, you define the type of projects about the transformation that you are trying to do. And this is, again, probably where we need to make sure that the MDB system in the World Bank are really taking up what the 4,000 is proposing in terms of both building those type of projects that would be good for soils, landscapes, and with the food systems perspective, and also the evaluation framework that is going to come out of the changes that are occurring. The new president of the bank, Ajay Banga, is insisting on simplification. Simplification does not mean that we have to stop talking about soils and have everything on climate. I believe there is a possibility that the 4,000 evaluation framework can contribute to this reform of the MDB system, so that the interventions on agriculture and food systems and landscapes and land use will be well framed to take into account the issue of soils. So thank you very much for having us with you, and happy to be here. Thank you very much.